or your garage, do that. Go ahead and get this system working. If you can't plug it in and you can run it on gas, do that. It'll heat, or it'll cool just as well on gas. But try and get it cool before you go to the campground. Otherwise, it'll take most of the day Saturday to get it cool. The other thing you can do is fill it full of cold beer and pop. Don't fill it full of warm stuff. If you fill that full of hot beer, hot pop, by the time that box sucks all that heat out of the box itself and all those warm beverages, it'll be Monday and you'll be ready to go home. And then you're going to call me and say, "Hey Mike, my refrigerator isn't working." No, it's working, you just didn't do it right. Okay, so please try and help this work as best you can. Pack it with cold stuff. Try and light it the night before. That's the best way to do it. Alright, a couple little things in the bathroom. This one has a fantastic fan, so it's got a little bigger exhaust fan. It has to be open. Fantastic fans put out too much power. It has to be open to turn on. So you turn that on, there's a couple different levels. Works real well. It pulls out a lot. Now the problem that some people have is there's a light switch here. And if this switch is in the off position, this light's not going to work. So this is in the off position. They're hitting the light. Oh my God, the light's bad. If I had $1 every time somebody sent me a bad light, and it's really not bad because they didn't hit a switch. And also this fan is not going to come on. Okay, the whole trailer didn't melt down. We just got to hit the switch. So when in doubt, look for some wall switches. There are a few in every trailer. So watch for that. I'll turn that back off. Everything else in here is pretty self-explanatory. The next thing is our fuse panel. If you look, this is also our converter. So we got 12 volt stuff here, and it's labeled pretty good. And we've got 110 stuff here, again labeled pretty good. If you're not plugged in, you will not be able to use your microwave, the air conditioner, or the outlets in the trailer. Everything else will work on battery power as long as your battery holds out. If you're dry camping, the battery will hold out about a day. If you're going to do a lot of dry camping, call us and we'll get you a couple solar panels put on. If you don't have power, check the fuse box just like you would at your house. Now if you look, every outlet now in an RV is GFI protected. If the outlets don't work and the breaker's on, you have to search for the outlet that has the little GFI reset button. So find that one. I know there's one in the bathroom on this particular model. Hit that reset button. Voila, everything will be back on. But use this. What will happen with this panel, you can see it's got vents at the bottom. When it's hot outside, this thing has to cool itself off. It's got a little fan on the inside. What you'll hear, when it's quiet, especially at night, is you'll hear that little fan running. That's very normal. When you walk by and you're barefoot, you might feel a little warm air coming out. Again, that's what it's supposed to do. It's got to cool itself off. Alright, this little detector is your LP detector. And what it's going to do is it's going to emit a little siren if you get a gas leak. Now, since LP truly has no smell, what that truly is a fluorocarbon detector. So other things will set it off as well. If it goes off, I would get the wife and the kids out. I would go out and turn the gas off, and then I would come back in and investigate a little bit of why it's going off. You know, we've had different scenarios to where, you know, one time after breakfast every morning, the wife set a candle somewhere in the trailer, and the current of the wind was picking up the smoke from the candle and going past the detector. There was enough fluorocarbon in that gas, or in that smoke, that was setting it off. On a real hot night one time, I had a neighbor who was going off, and I went into their trailer to see if I could figure out why. And up against the detector, there was a bag of cat food. So there was enough fumes coming out of that cat food to combine with the heat that set it off. Another time, I was trying to help a customer figure out why theirs kept going off, and he walked me through their daily routine. And since the bathrooms are small, while the kids were in the bathroom, the mother was out here spraying hairspray. The hairspray sunk to the floor and caused it to go off. So I wouldn't ever take it lightly that it goes off, but think it through. It might, see what's going on. Other things set it off. It's not just LP. All right, the awning. This freaks out more people than This freaks out more people than anything that we have on the trailer. There's a lot of steps to it, but it's one of the simplest things to do. But please do it in your yard a couple of times or in your driveway before you go to the campground. Otherwise, you and your wife are going to get into one heck of a fight, and you're just going to put on a show for everybody. First thing you do, there's a little knob in the back. Loosen that up. There's a little travel lock right here. Squeeze it. You see it went loose. Same thing on the other side. Loosen the knob. Squeeze the two together until they pop. Now, just on the one side, just on the front side, see at the top it says roll up, roll down. All right. Now we're going to roll it down. So there's a selector switch. We put it in the roll down position. Now you take this hook into your hole. You come over and you grab that loop. The loop should remain in the middle of the awning. Start pulling out, but just pull out about 6 inches. It'll stop wherever you can let go of it. It'll stop wherever you pull it out. Well, the reason I said 6 inches was to make sure that it came undone on both sides, and it did. What happens sometimes in travel is that'll go left or right a little bit. It'll shake and vibrate, and one side's out and one side's down. If you get a side that's stuck, pull that handle out and just jiggle it a little bit, and it'll fall out. It freaks people out, but it happens. So that's why I say just go 6 inches at a time, and it won't cause any problems. Pull it the rest of the way out till you can reach up and grab the pole or the rod itself. Pull it out until this little skirt's hanging free. Now you know you got it all the way out. This, you can come to the back side, and eventually you can just tie that up around there just to get it out of your way. Now, the next step, you can see on this rod, it's got two little hooks right there. That's how it was connected down here to this one rod. Okay. All you do is pull that loose, bring that up, locks right there. Now put a little bit of down pressure on it and tighten that nut back up. Do the same thing on the other side. Again, push down a little bit, keep it nice and tight, tighten that nut. Now you can see that fabric's nice and tight. Now you have to decide how high to bring it. You can leave. You pull this handle up. That releases a pin. Grab it underneath here. Use both hands. Pull it out. When you let the handle back down, it'll lock itself in a position. Do the other side. It's all right to do this all by yourself.